Hello, heroes and villains. Welcome to Multiverse. I'm not sure why these days, when I try to start to go live, I have to start the live doesn't work, I stop it, and then I start it again, and then all of a sudden it starts. Don't know why it does that, but there we go. Sorry if I'm a bit late. I got a bit sidetracked to give Rocky a snack. Also, was working really hard to try to come up with a Teen Titans video. Sadly, I was using some music from the Teen Titans TV show, and the video got blocked worldwide. I should have expected that. The Warners don't kid with that kind of stuff. So sadly, no Teen Titans video. So of course today we will play Legends PvP, and here we have a few evil characters. Did we attract some sort of Sinister Six and we didn't know about that? We have the Green Goblin, we have the evil Dr. Octopus, we have the vampire dude whose name I completely forget. So give me a minute so that I can finish my setup over here, and then we'll get started. So sadly, I was hoping to make a little Teen Titan video using the Teen Titan theme song. I kind of expected that the video would get demonetized. Usually that's pretty much what happens in that case. But here they went one step further. They didn't even take any chances. They blocked it around the world. So sadly, no Titans video. Luckily, it was a fairly short video. Only spent maybe half a day's work on it. But still. Them's are the dangers of being a YouTuber, I guess. So almost there, still on target. Just have to finish my setup here. And just to be on the safe side, if you guys can hear me, say yes. I know it may seem silly, especially when sometimes it seems obvious that you guys can hear me. But like the other night with Shadow, yeah, you could hear Shadow, but maybe you could not hear me. Like there's sometimes where there was me, Shadow, and Johnny, and people could hear me and Shadow, but they could not hear Johnny, or vice versa. So it's always a bit to be a bit on the safe side that I ask that. Also, at this point, it's pretty much become a I'm not sure what call it a running gag, but a regular thing, a regular occurrence. Like it wouldn't feel the same if I didn't ask it. It's like welcome to Multiverse. If I don't ask that at the start of the video, something is wrong. So I guess that should be good to go. Oh, I don't know why I lost the live stream. Oh. Oh, no, okay, there we are. So I can see the chat now. So, 6 shooter, salute. Bill Prime says, hi all. 6 shooter, I'm thinking about getting back into the game. You have all the time in the world. The game is not going anywhere, so you can come back today, tomorrow, next week. You decide. There's going to be a new DLC this week, so maybe once you see the new DLC, that will convince you to come back. Or maybe that'll convince you to wait a bit longer before you come back. So this week would be a good time to take a look at what's going on. Bishop says hello everyone. Joe, do you know what the Necron DLC is going to be? Nah, we don't have any information about that. All the devs, all we know is what the devs told us on Friday, and that's pretty much it. Even the Creator League were not able to tell us more than what the devs told us. Like there was this video by the Creator League that gave no real new information. So I'm not sure why the video was made, but anyway. So Bishop says yes, 6 shooter hear you. And hi everyone. So I guess we're good to go. Oh, pretty cool looking costumes here. Great Dr. Octopus. That deserves a little thumbs up. Oh no, my emotes are all messed up because of the video I just made. That's alright. So obviously today we're going to play Legends PvP. For those who often people will ask Multiverse, how can we join? Can you invite us to the group? There's no group. We don't create group. All we do is that we go to custom play. We go to Legends PvP. We select our Legend character. Usually I'll start with a Batman type character. Let's start with this one. And we'll start with Ace Chemicals 4 versus 4. So everyone cares for that one mission. And hopefully the matchmaking will match us together. And the matchmaking will be the one making the teams. So that way, let's assume that I was to make a team. If our friend Batman was to make a team, and somehow Batman wipes the floor with my team, odds are, since if we always play with the same team, odds are Batman would wipe the floor with my team match after match after match, and it would be a fun evening with for my team. So ideally, if everyone cares for the mission and then the matchmaking creates the teams, sometimes I'll be in Batman's team, sometimes I'll be fighting Batman, but that way it sort of gives us a small chance for everyone to possibly be on the winning team. I should probably check how many. The other day I was playing PvP. I was playing, and I had the max marks of valor, so I was a bit sad. And essentially, I played PvP for nothing that day. Well, not for nothing. I played to play with you guys, but you know what I mean. So the cap is like a 6,250 or something like that. So sadly, you have to spend your mark of valor before you reach that point. Normally, once you reach 5,000, go buy a piece of gear. The 5,000 is pretty much the most expensive pieces of gear on the vendor. So I would suggest, yeah, once you do reach 5,000, that's usually a good time to spend your currency. Because if you wait a bit too long, you may end up hitting the cap, and then you may end up playing some matches and not earning any currency because you're maxed out. So the Gods of Honor are making an appearance as usual. Our friend Carl Lucas, aka Power Man, is here. Ever says, I haven't played this game since Meps left. I understand it was a pretty weird transition from the old team to the new team. And if you were used to the way things were working when Meps was here, yeah, things did change a bit. And I remember way back when there were some people who dared complain that there was not enough communication. Sadly, it's there's even less communication now. Although once in a while the devs do, like we had a live stream last Friday, so that was a bit of a welcome bit of news. But sadly, that's pretty much the only real information we had since the previous live, like 1 or 2 months before that. And even on the for the announcement section, like sometimes the announcement section is the announcement is added a day or two after we have the event, so that doesn't help, let's say. So we did get some information on Friday about the next DLC. So we do know that we will be on a new version of Mogo. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be. I assume it's Mogo as a Grey Lantern because that is what we saw in the previous in some of the blogs. We saw that Mogo became a Grey Lantern. Although from what we saw, I could have sworn he was more of a Black Lantern with all the zombies and stuff. So, but if I trusted the blogs, yeah, I should have been Mogo as a Grey Lantern. So we will go back to Mogo, but Mogo will be in bad shape. Uh, the funny bit though is that for in theory it's supposed to be a Black Lantern DLC, but there wasn't a lot of Black Lantern in the announcement in the live stream for something that was announcing a Black Lantern DLC. We saw a lot of zombies, but zombies are pretty much generic. Like you have zombies in a lot of games. The one game where you could have Black Lanterns, that is DC Universe Online. That is what makes zombies, I would say, unique in DC Universe Online. So I would have leaned on that a little bit more, but they decided to go with zombies instead. And of course, also there's going to be the absolute Wonder Woman time capsule. where we will be able to get the absolute Wonder Woman style. Something that people have been asking for. Although people had been asking pretty much the most requested, like we got the absolute Batman style some time ago. So since then, the most requested style was the absolute Superman. People were hoping and hoping that we would get the absolute Superman style next. And the devs being who they are, and they gave us an absolute Wonder Woman instead. Hopefully, the next time capsule after that will be absolute Superman, but the truth is, you never know. Sadly, sometimes it feels like the devs are going out of their way to not give us what we want. And it's not just with the new devs. The old devs were doing the same thing. Sometimes you would swear that they were trolling us on purpose and giving us, or sometimes they would give us what we want, they would give us what we're asking for, and still manage not to give us what we wanted. The people would compare them to the monkey spa when that would happen. Bishop, what's your thoughts on the absolute Wonder Woman time capsule's ability? Yeah, that's a bummer. Once more, they are giving us a new iconic ability, but they are going to lock it behind the collections in the time capsule. And sadly, if they follow the same pattern as the Batman time capsule, the absolute Batman time capsule, the iconic ability will be the uber rare collection of the bunch. Oh, Batman says I missed out on the emblem. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. You still have time to play the event a little bit and possibly use the buyout option. If you missed out on the emblem, you still have a couple of days, 3 days to be able to play the event to lower the price a bit. It's roughly $2 per days. So if you manage to play for 3 days, lower the price by $6, and then you could use the buyout option to purchase the emblem. But for the absolute Wonder Woman ability that is going to be in the time capsule, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. We saw that with the Batman iconic ability, like the Bat Swarm. I was able to get the Bat Swarm on my multiverse character, and I had to play the broker quite a lot in order to be able to get it. Like I had to buy one of the collections, 450,000. Yeah, I think it was 450,000. Although it did go down to 260 at some point, so that could have been when I did buy it. But I'm pretty sure it was at least 300, if not more, that I bought the ability, the last collection. Like I did not even buy the ability at that price. I bought one collection, and I tried to do that again with my Batman character. I couldn't do it. But although at some point also there was some new, we got some new materials not too long ago. I wanted to buy the Hope material for my Superman character. I wanted also to buy the Hope material for my Flash character, and I bought also the Victor. Anyway, I bought also another material for my Flash. I bought basically two materials for my Flash, one material for my Superman, and I think one material for another character that I failed to mention. And of course, with my multiverse character, like opening the booster bundle, I got a couple of materials, but I had to buy those I was missing. So I was busy buying some materials, so I did not spend as much time farming to try to buy the iconic for my Batman character. But putting the iconic ability on the time capsule, that is, let's say, not cool. Because even if you do manage to either get lucky, or even if you do manage to play the broker to get the collections for your character, that is one character. Like you cannot unlock it for your other characters using replay badges or stuff like that. So you have to gather the collection for every characters you want to use it with. Like in the case of the Wonder Woman ability, obviously I will want it on my multiverse character because it is my main character. But I will want it also on my Wonder Woman character. So at the very least I would need it for two characters. 3 if I count. I also have a Wonder Woman character on PC. But unless I get really really lucky and get the collection as a random drop, playing the broker to get the rare collection, and sadly the rare collection is usually pretty expensive on the broker. That was a tough one. And some would use the argument, just wait to buy it on Booster Gold. Eventually, the ability will be on the Booster Gold vendor. Yeah, it will be on the Booster Gold vendor in 3 years. 3 freaking years. Like, are you going to wait 3 years in order to be able to get an iconic ability? Come on. Now, I understand that they need to make money. I get that. But putting the iconic abilities on time capsules, and even worse, putting it as the rare collection of the bunch, that's not cool. If at least it had been something along the line, like we had the allies, where you had to open a 25 time capsule to be able to get the allies, and then you could purchase the feat for your alternate characters, so you could get the allies on all your characters if you wanted to. They could have done something similar with the iconic, and if somehow 25 time capsule wasn't enough, they could have put that to open 50 time capsule, and you get the iconic ability. And then afterwards, they could have said, okay, well, use, I don't know, 100 replay badges, and you can get it on your alternate characters. Something along those lines. Would have seemed somewhat reasonable. But they went all in to try to get as much money as they could. And that was, let's say, disappointing. Caesar Augusto, hey, I have one question. Is there a cheap way to get a Batman emblem? The cheap way would be to buy it from Booster Gold. If you go see your friend Booster Gold, oh, I think, oh, no, that's not the one. Although, like you can see, our friend Batman does have it's an emblem from the Murder Machine, one of the Batman from the Dark Multiverse. You can get not just that emblem, but there's a pack during the anniversary event. There's a pack with 7, 8 emblems, I forget. And so you can purchase the pack from the anniversary vendor, and you will get the emblems for your character. But the easiest way to get an emblem, or the quote-unquote cheapest way, would be to just buy it from Booster Gold. Farm a bit for quarks. Like, the emblems on Booster Gold are not that expensive, so you will have to farm for quarks a little bit, but it's not like you don't need 5,000 quarks to get the emblem. Like, you need 100 quarks, maybe 200 at most. So if you go see your friend Booster Gold, you can get the Flashpoint Batman emblem from Booster Gold. You can get the Batman Rebirth emblem from Booster Gold. And maybe another one I failed to mention. And also right now, we do have the Bat Day event where you can get the classic Batman emblem. Of course, you have to play the event for 10 days. And there's like 3 days left to the event. So you could play the event for the 3 days remaining, and then you would have no choice but to use the buyout option to be able to get the emblem. So these are pretty much the options I can think of right now. There's a few other emblems on the broker. So if you can play the broker, then you should be able to get even more emblems from the broker. But the easy way would be to go see your friend Booster Gold. But if you can play the broker, I would even recommend that. Quasi, it kind of feels like a lose-lose situation. Yeah, pretty much. It's a lose-lose situation is exactly what it is. Either you lose by opening a 1,000 time capsule, and even the worst part is that if you're not lucky, like our friend Shadow Lady for the Bat Swarm, she opened like 250 time capsule, maybe even more, and still did not get the rare collection of the bunch. So if you're not lucky, you could open 200, 300, 500. Like I saw some people on the forums saying that they opened 500 time capsules. Like, there's no way to check if that's true, but I can sort of believe it because you have less than 1% chances to get the item. And if you're not lucky, yeah, you could easily open 200, 300 time capsule more and still not have the collection you need. Oh, our friend David Sharp says still working. So I have the volume turned down. I hope everyone has been having a good weekend. Scroll says I completed all the events. Yeah, me too. So I've been taking it easy for pretty much since I completed the events. So in case you guys just joined us, so if you go to custom play, if you select your legend character, and then if you select the Ace Chemicals 4v4, that is what we're queuing for right now. Yeah, I completed all the event too. basically until Tuesday. I'll probably take it easy. I'll try to take some sort of time off, like at least half a day off from playing the game, maybe more. I would strongly recommend that you do that. Like once you finish all your events, take a couple of days off because afterwards you will get back into the cycle again. There'll be the event for the new episode. There'll be the event for Halloween. Then there'll be the event for Wonder Woman Day. So there's a pretty much an internal cycle of event after event after the event. So I would strongly suggest take a break when there's a few days with no event. That would be a great time to take a break from playing the game. Assuming you do need a break, of course. If you don't need a break, then keep on playing, my friend. It's all good. Kal-El says, wow, I'm 60 TCs and still ARM collection for iconic ability. I guess you mean you still didn't get the collection? Yeah, 60. Shadow Lady opened at least 200, 250, and she did not get it. So, yeah, if you don't get it with 60, it's no surprise. Bill Prime says, this game rocks. Been playing this game since 2011. Glad you're having fun, Bill, and glad to see you stick around. Scroll says, good advice, multi. Marco says, I'm taking a break till Halloween seasonal starts. I'll play again then. Well, Halloween seasonal shouldn't be too far ahead, so I guess you will miss out the first week of the new event. I suspect like the 22nd we'll get the new event. No, the 23rd. Sorry, the 23rd we'll get the new event. Halloween might start a week after the 30th, or maybe the week after that on the 7th. We don't have any information about that just yet, but it's just a guesstimation. If I was a betting man, I'd say that we'll probably get it the 30th, but we don't know just yet. But yeah, if you want to take a break till Halloween, I'll give you basically a week off. So I assume you don't care about the event for the Raging Night event, where you will be able to get some zombie henchmen. From the looks of it, we're going to get there seems to be like one big zombie henchman and four small zombie henchmen, unless somehow somebody else did summon some zombie henchmen. But from the looks of the video, it really did look like there was one big one and four smaller ones. Sadly, the devs didn't do a very good job, I think, showing us those items. Like for when they tried to show us the zombies, the camera was going all over the place. Also, they never really showed the description of the zombies, or better yet, explained that, okay, you have the one big zombie, and you have four smaller ones. Like, they did mention that there was a big one and a bunch of smaller ones, but they didn't specify how many, and could have sworn I saw four of them, so it would have been nice for them to say that, okay, this time we decided to do something different, and instead of summoning only three summons, you summon five of them. But they didn't do that. Although maybe they did, and the audio wasn't very good, or yeah, the audio wasn't very good, and sometimes it wasn't loud enough. So it's possible that they did say that, and I just didn't understand. That could be possible as well. But for showing the styles themselves, they did. I thought they did a terrible job doing that. Red 5 that had a costume totally in black. When you have a costume that's all black, you don't see the textures of the costume. You don't see how the colors are separated on the costume. So, luckily with the enhanced version, then we were able to get a better look at the costume. And also there was the chat box that was covering way too much of the screen. And sadly, very often, one of the characters they were trying to show off was behind the chat box. So it was a bit of a mess. And I don't think it was a live stream. It looked like it was something edited. Like they did put it live. Like they did put it during a live stream. They didn't make a live stream out of it, but it did seem like they were using pre-recorded footage. But I could be mistaken. Smartman is asking, did they ever show the open world? They did. It looks like I would guess it was supposed to be a Mogo, the Gray Lantern version of Mogo. But from the looks of it, with all the zombies and the undead, it looked more like the Black Lantern version of Mogo. So I guess we'll know for sure on Tuesday. But yeah, they didn't do, let's say, the best job introducing the stuff, I would say. And that's perfect. That's why a channel like my channel exists. Like way back when, it was a complaint that people had that there was no tutorial, that they were not really showing how stuff were working or explaining how stuff were working and stuff like that. And that's how I decided to make videos. I thought, okay, these guys are not doing tutorials. These guys are not properly explaining very basic information to the player base. I'll do that. And I've been doing that for 10 years now. 10 freaking years. Kellel says the dev are newbies, pure amateurs. Yeah, a little bit on that front. You can tell that they did not do a lot of live streams, so they're still making a lot of boo boos. And I know some people think that because Red 5 has been there for a while, Glitter has been there for a while, so people think that because they're there, the live stream should be better. But for all we know, Meps was the one doing all the heavy lifting during the live stream. Like he was doing the one taking care of all the technical stuff. So maybe all the devs had to do was show up, say whatever they had to say, and Meps would take care of everything else. In this case, it's our friend Volterra who was to take care of everything. And from what we can tell, she didn't make create a lot of live stream. So hopefully she'll get better. But there might be also something else behind the scene we don't know. Sadly, we don't know. But also, there was you guys may recall there used to be this guy called the Mighty Obsidian Chill, who had a lot of experience with DC Universe Online. He had a lot of experience also making videos, but he did not have a lot of experience to show off styles. So even he at some point he tried. I guess he thought that making videos about the new styles would be easy videos to make. So he did try to make a couple of videos about some of the new styles we had at some point, and I think he came to realize that it was more complicated than he thought because he did some very basic mistakes, some newbie mistakes. Even though he was no one could accuse Obsidian Chill of being a newbie in any fashion. But when it came to showing styles, he was a bit of a newbie because he didn't understand. He didn't understand that you don't use black. If you use black, you don't see the textures of the style. You don't see how the colors. Also, if you use only one color, you don't see how the colors are separated for the style. The lighting also is important. There are certain maps where the lighting is terrible. So you need a map that has some good lighting. For example, at some point I had I think it was the sewer layer that we had by default on the test server, and when I would make videos about the base items, like whenever we would get a seasonal, and I made a video about the base items, the lighting was so terrible that there's one time, especially for Valentine's seasonal, where you could barely see the base items. Like there were supposed to be some images, some paintings, and with images on them, and you could barely see what that was. So I had to beg and beg Maps to give me access to the House of Legends lair on the test server so that I could have better lighting. And luckily, Maps said yes. And funny enough, that's pretty much when I started really communicating with Maps. That and at some point also there was some issues with logging into the test server, and I had to do some technical support with Maps to try to figure out what was the issue. And now sadly Maps is gone. So yeah, we have Volterra pretty much uh, taking his place. Now I know that you guys don't know Volterra very much, but she's a nice enough lady. I've Dealing with Volterra was one of the nice things of being part of the Creator League. I'm very grateful for that. We have a bunch of people that just showed up. So in case you guys are wondering, we're queuing for costume play, and we're queuing for Ace Chemicals 4 versus 4. I'm very sad. Of course, I'm crying. Nah, it's cold. It was cold over here today, so I have a bit of the sniffles. It got right now we're in the season where sometimes it's a bit warmer in the day and then it gets really cold at night. Warmer in the day, really cold at night. Although even today it was a bit cold. So sadly, sometimes like last night I went to bed and it was pretty warm. So I just went to bed and didn't close the front door, didn't close all the windows. And when I woke up this morning, I was freezing. I says, "Hello, Rocky. Don't worry about Rocky. He was fine. He was all muffled into his he had some blankets, and he was muffled into his blanket, so he was fine. So, but I'm the one who pretty much got up with the sniffles. Yeah, we're playing Legends PvP 4v4. Although, from the looks of it, we should have been there already. So I guess some of you guys are showing up just so that we can chat about DCUO, which is fine. I could switch to my Batman. I guess we have the Batman core. Oh, even worse. So Batman core activated, or something like that. Shiroko, I wish they made a remake already. Um, I understand why you would want that, but personally, I don't want a remake. I wish they would fix the game. I wish they would invest more in the game and maybe give us improve the graphics a bit more. Maybe give us. I was going to not even give us. I was going to say give us new models. Sadly, some of the new models they give us sometimes. I kind of prefer the older models. The best example I can think of is the Wonder Woman model. I don't know what they were thinking when they changed the model of Wonder Woman to what we have now, but it wasn't an improvement. Yes, the textures are more higher resolution, but the older model was much better than what we have right now. I understand that some people don't like the quote unquote bathing suit Wonder Woman costume, but that is the classic costume, and visually it looked much better than what we have right now. And even worse, the face of the character did look much better. I understand that they're trying to make her look like maybe some sort of a Greek lady, but dang, seeing what they did, they have to think that Greek ladies are let's say not nice looking because dang, she looks like like a Greek lady who fell down the ugly tree and hit every branches on the way down. Like Gal Gadot is Israeli, and holy crap, she's a pretty lady. I pretty sure there's. I'm trying to think of a Greek actress, and I'm come to full disclosure, I can think of a single one. Or if I can think of one, I don't know their names. But you would if I was a Greek lady, I would be a bit insulted that DCO seems to think that Greek lady aren't very pretty. Oh, Kal-El, you're so mean. Gal is not ugly. I took I took a lot of guys to see the first Wonder Woman movie, and these were guys who had no interest in Wonder Woman. They had no real interest in superheroes, and they had no idea who Gal Gadot was. And halfway through the movie, you should have seen their faces. They were under the spell. They were Gal Gadot charmed the socks off of them. And you could almost see the little hearts floating around the guys' heads when they came out of the theater. Gal Gadot did quite an impression on them. They liked her a lot. Scroll says they made this the new Black Adam really ugly compared to the classic one. Yeah, the costume is a whole kinds of all bunch of useless details, and I'll never understand why they do that. The classic costume was simple, direct. It was a strong design, and somehow they felt like they had to probably have the Black Adam here. Come on, come on. Like they added a whole bunch of useless lines to the costume that don't really improve the costume per se. And yeah, the face looks weird, looks a bit fishy as well. So I have to agree that I much prefer the classic version we had in the game before. Sadly, this is what we have now. Now it's not that bad, but it's not nowhere near as good as the previous one. And again, I truly don't understand all the useless lines. And even worse, the champion of contact style they gave us with the time capsule is even uglier than that. Kal says the first Wonder Woman was done brilliantly. Kudos to the writers and directors. Yeah, they did a great job with Wonder Woman. They even at some point they even changed the actress and went to hire the actress that used to voice Wonder Woman in the cartoon. So that was nice. Oh, Kal says Jennifer Aniston is half Greek, and I would have to say she's a very pretty lady. So I'm sure there's someone maybe who don't like what she looks like. Of course, there's crazy people all over the place, but yeah, I don't understand. It's as if they thought that uh, Greek ladies cannot be pretty, or they were trying to make Wonder Woman look manly or something. It's kind of hard to tell for sure. So I wish they would change it back, but I think they're determined to keep her that way. Because whenever we make comments about what she looks like, the devs gets a bit defensive, and they almost call us the M word, misogynist. Or the R word, but in this case, the R word doesn't really apply. It's not a racist thing. It's really more of you made the lady look ugly. Kal says surprisingly hardly any actual Greek origin actresses. Maybe they are, and we don't know. Like Anas de Armas, I had no idea she was from Portugal. To me, she was just a lady. Never even occurred to me that she wasn't American. So sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. Like Cameron Diaz, didn't know she was Latina, and yet you would think that the name Diaz would give it away. But with actors and actresses, they change their names all the time. So like Nicolas Cage, it's not really called Nicolas Cage, but that's the name he took. So you never know if Cameron Diaz, if that was a real name, a made up name, an actress name. And I remember also when people would use Cameron Diaz as an example that there was a famous Latina lady making movies, and people would say that she doesn't look Latina enough, so that didn't count. So it's a lose-lose scenario in that case too. And as Joshua would say in war games, the only way to win is not to play. I'm going with Envy. Our friend here is using the Starfire allies ability, I think. No. Oh, here we have an angry Batman with his red lantern. Here we have Batman Bruce Wayne, who does something pretty cool. He's using the the reborn shoulders to give himself a nice Batman emblem. Thought it was a clever move. I saw someone do that before. Carol says, just did a search. Jennifer Aniston is #1 on list, and she's only half. Well, I'm sure if we take a look at my famous Greek wedding, or I forget the title of the movie, there might be more than a few in that one. But again, I have to admit, never really occurred to me to even think about it. Like, I don't watch movie looking for, is there any Greek actresses in here? I don't watch movie either looking for Latina actresses or black or white actresses, or I just watched the freaking movie and that's it. Like, uh, it took me forever to realize that The Rock was even a black guy. That never even crossed my mind. When I saw him in The Mummy 2, and then later on in Scorpion King, never occurred to me in a thousand years that he was black. To me, it was The Rock. Carol says Tina Fey, Mother Greek. She's #10 on the list. Everyone else had Greek heritage, but nothing direct. J2 Ghost. He's waving us, and hello all. I'm not able to make it today. Hope someone from Gods of Heroes, Gods of Honor, at least was present to represent. Yeah, we do have a couple of Gods of Honor. We have at least one. Unless there's a purple one a bit further down. Oh no, we have the one. Our friend Ryushu is here as always. David Sharp, looking earlier in the chat, I believe Maria Minunus has Greek ancestry. Khalil, no wonder he gets along with Kevin. Sorry, did I miss part of the conversation? I'm not sure what Khalil is referring to. Smart man, no luck again, I guess. That's alright. We can chat. No rush. For those who maybe have joined or just joined, if you're wondering how to join or what we're doing, we're trying to cure for Ace Chemicals 4 versus 4. Although I'm starting to think, let's try something crazy because we're crazy. We seem to have a whole bunch of people already. Maybe they'd be more willing to cure for Australia. So let's do both. Let's go also for Australia, and we'll see. So either Ace Chemicals 4v4 or Australia 8v8. Oh, there we go. Oh, with Kevin, The Rock getting along with Kevin. Yeah. Well, the Rock, I would have been under the impression that the Rock gets along with everyone, but then yeah, he doesn't get along with Vin Diesel, so maybe not so much. But yeah, the Rock and Kevin Hart seems to be buddies. But until I saw what was the movie, Walking Tall, I think I had no idea that the Rock was black. It never even occurred to me. Bishop says the first Jumanji remake was hilarious. I liked both of them. The first one was a nice surprise. I saw the first Jumanji way back when in '93, I think. And usually remakes are, let's say, not very good. But I thought the remake of Jumanji that wasn't bad at all. And you would have thought that the sequel maybe could have been not good, but turns out that the sequel was pretty good too. So I have to admit I had a good time with those movies. The one thing I didn't understand is why Aquafina was there. They seem for a bit they seem to have been trying to push Aquafina in various movies. I don't get it, but I guess she has a good agent or something. So I'm not sure why she was in so many movies at some point. Actually, there's two sequels. There's a third one that's coming up soon. Scroll is asking, how do I get that bat accessory? It's from the Halloween seasonal vendor. We're pretty close to Halloween, so in a week or two, once we do have the Halloween seasonal, you should be able to purchase the bat accessory from the vendor. Oh, Deathstroke. I don't see Deathstroke being used a lot. I wish they gave us the Deathstroke mask.
Match commencing. East control node enabled.
Yeah, we do have a couple of Deathstroke sets of gear, but they don't really look like Deathstroke.
Lead or steel,
A
your
fire
choice.
only my blue light can extinguish.
You will suffer.
I'm getting
Try
bored.
detective work.
Heads, you
Evil Two-Face with his
I've
freaking
got
barrel.
you right where I want you.
You look
I
like a
will
good time.
put you down. Do not stand
It's
in
your
my
Hope
way.
burns bright.
Meow.
You're going down.
I will rip you in two.
Looks like it's your lucky day.
Time to end this story. I will use your skull as a footstool.
I am vengeance. Who are you? I don't know you.
No.
There should be a barrel over here. Oh.
Beware the dark night.
Meow.
You think you'd learn?
Careful. I scratch.
I thought you were supposed to be
That's it?
good. This will not be quick.
Call yourself a threat.
Your lack of hope saddens me.
Dang, I feel like a ragdoll whenever we play PvP.
I will avenge my
Careful.
family.
I scratch.
East
You're
control
done.
node enabled.
Nah.
They better pay me for this.
There is always hope.
Discharging electrical system.
Don't put your trust in luck, friend.
Try harder.
You are finished.
I didn't even break a sweat.
Acquired. So be it. I've got you right where I want
That's just
you.
sad.
Me.
My
how?
spirit will not
Electrical
be
system
broken.
charge complete.
Nah, this is freaking healing.
There's a storm coming, brother.
I will avenge my family. I thought you were supposed to be good. I will put you down. Not bad for an
Yeah,
amateur.
Kitty, kitty.
Time to die.
So be
You
it.
are my.
It's
The
your lucky.
Batman.
As you saw, somehow Black Adam decided that he was attacking me and only me. It happens.
I was hoping for a workout.
Don't make me spank you.
The game is over.
Ah, he's running away. Coward.
Match over.
And somehow we did not manage to make it. As you can see, it's not really the amount of kill that made a difference, so it's probably capturing the objectives. Oh well. Oh, let's go back to Phase 4. If you're wondering also where we are, we're in Metropolis, in front of the Superman statue, in Phase 4. Why did we start the meeting here? Quite simple, because in the open world there's room for 175 people. Very often when you guys tried to come to join us in the House of Legends, there wasn't room for everyone. So this way, like, we have plenty of room. So if people try to join us, they try to phase with us, they should have no issue doing that. So let us cure for Star Labs. Let's try again. So Star Labs or Australia. We'll see what people decide. Oh, wrong PvP. There we go. I thought it was suspicious that I couldn't choose my legend character. So sorry, so it's going to be Arkham Asylum 4v4. And Australia 8v8. Let's put the Moon 5v5 just for the fun of it. So Arkham Asylum, the Moon, or Australia. We have a cool Spider-Man here. We can make a pretty good Spider-Man in DC Universe Online. One of the great things about DC Universe Online is that you can pretty much create any characters you want at this point. Whether you want to create a DC character, a Marvel character, an Image character, like whether you want to create the Batman, Spider-Man, or Spawn, the options are there. Smartman says that area is a lot better in my opinion. Well, it was easier. And technically, it should have been easier to meet in the House of Legends. The problem is that with the phase being full all the time, it didn't make it easier. So this is the less bad option I could think of at this point. But if we do find a better option, maybe a better option would be to meet. We tried on Striker Island. That's too far. We have way too far to go to be able to go back there. So that was a bad idea. Glenmorgan Square wasn't too bad, but it was a bit difficult to find for some people. So I thought the Superman statue would be an obvious landmark. If we say Superman statue, Metropolis, I suspect people should know where that is. Khalil says meet at DCHQ. Where is that? You mean the House of Legends? Oh, DCHQ is your base. Okay. Nah, I'm pretty sure we cannot fit 175 people in your base. So this seemed, for the landmark, for the fact that it's Superman statue, so pretty easy to find. Everyone, in theory, should know where that is. That did seem to be the better option. LexCorp Tower, the problem with LexCorp Tower is that it is where there is the Fear versus Will PvP matches. So, you can see there's some evil villains here. So we would probably end up fighting each other. Oh, we have the crazy Bat Joker, I guess. I have to admit, that emote is perfect for that character. Like you can see, the Ring War PvP event started. So when the Ring War would start, we would all be flagged at PvP, and then we'd probably end up fighting each other. Smart man, how much people can you fit in a base? I think it's at 20 or 25, something like that. So not that many. I guess an alternative could be maybe to do that in a league hall, but then you would have to give access to the league hall to everyone. That would become a headache in itself.
Lobotomy lab control node enabled. Central guard post node enabled.
You will suffer.
Boiler room control node enabled.
That all you got? The night is mine!
Enough. You're going down.
Do not stand in my way.
That all you got?
think you'd learn?
Mr. Freeze.
Ah, that was so close.
If you're gonna go, go with a big kaboom.
Try detective work.
Ha 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 ha.
That's it?
Ha 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 ha.
Ah, the sneaky sneaker.
Me, how?
To dust, mortal!
Here, kitty, kitty. Behave.
I will rip you in two!
Call yourself a threat.
11 seconds. See, that's why I hate PvP. Oh.
Are we done here?
All will be well.
Contract fulfilled.
Are you even trying?
The Scarecrow release enabled. Mr. Freeze
A fire
release
only
enabled.
my blue
Lead
light
or
can
steel,
extinguish.
your choice. Time to end this story.
Ah, you got the release first.
They better pay me. You're done. Target acquired.
Hope burns bright.
Fulfilled. You are finished.
Me, how?
There's a storm coming, brother.
That's it?
My spirit will not be broken.
Poison Ivy release enabled. Mr. Freeze release enabled.
So he's gonna run all over the place. Oh, David Sharp says finally off work. Got the volume turned up. That is good. So let's go back to phase 4. I wish the game would send us to the same phase, but sadly every time we have to shift phase almost. Oh well, too bad, so sad. Oh, wrong. So next will be the temple. So let us select our friend Green Lantern. We had a lot more people earlier. Did we already cross the 1 hour mark? Oh, 106. Dang, it's almost like clockwork. Usually people seems to be willing to stick around for about an hour, but after that, sadly people kind of disappear. Oh no, Superboy with the Omega Beam. What sorcery is this?
Run! Run!
Here we have a pretty cool classic Batman. Although Batman is pretty much back. Come on. Batman is pretty much back to the classic blue and gray version in the comics. Except for the emblem. They gave him some sort of new Bat emblem somehow. Oh, David Sharp is asking, is this absolute Superboy? Could be. Oh well, I guess we're done for today. So Tuesday we will have the new DLC. Oh, L says it's the Young Justice Superboy. So Tuesday we'll get the new DLC. I would have been tempted to try to make a live stream on Tuesday for the new DLC with all of you guys. The problem is that in order to be able to play the DLC, we have to complete the there's an introduction mission that we have to complete first. Which if we with the previous DLC, it took roughly an hour, maybe a bit more, to complete that introduction mission. Which means that by 5 Tuesday, it's quite possible that a lot of people still will not have access to the new missions. Still would not be done playing the introduction mission. So we might try to do something later this week. Worst comes to worst, Friday. This week Friday is going to be Evil Friday. So we will play the new content with our evil villains. And obviously we'll probably play some other content afterwards. But we'll start by playing the new content. Obviously. Kal-El says, OMG, of course, the intro mission. I hate them so much. Yeah, the problem is that, like, if I would have made a live stream where we would play the new missions on Tuesday on the Hero side. I would play the new DLC on the Hero side. Sadly, again, most people probably won't have to play the intro mission at that point. So I'll probably make a video about the intro mission or about the new DLC, but it's not going to be a live stream. We shall see. The theme for Friday, Black Lanterns. Put out your best Black Lantern costume, and we will play the DLC with our evil villains for Evil Friday. I was a bit surprised also in the dev live stream for a DLC that's supposed to be basically a Black Lantern DLC with Necron. There wasn't a lot of Black Lanterns in that live stream. I guess we'll find out for sure Tuesday. And of course, Tuesday also that's another reason why I'm not making a live stream on Tuesday. Is that Tuesday we probably will have 8 hours of downtime or something like that. So basically at 5 when the game goes back online at 3, 4, 5 depending on when it comes back online. Then afterwards people will have to play the introduction mission before we can even have access to the missions. So basically we would have access to the missions at 6, 7, 8 that night. So it not really a good idea to try to have a live stream during that time. So Tuesday, expect 8 hours of downtime just to be on the safe side. If we're lucky, maybe there won't be any downtime, but usually there is. And for Friday, we will play the new DLC. We will play the Raging Knight DLC with our evil characters, and we will put on our best evil Black Lantern costume. So guys, thanks to everyone who came to play with us today. Thanks to everyone who came to chat with us today. And of course, thanks to all of you guys watching. Have a good rest of the weekend, guys.